Stefon Diggs and Cardi B are panicking right now after 50 Cent just leaked brand new private footage that has the entire industry shaking. The clip surfaced only hours ago, and already it is blowing up everywhere. 50 Cent did not even post it himself this time. It came through one of his usual channels, a quick Instagram story that vanished in minutes, but not before screenshots and screen recordings spread like wildfire across social media. In the footage, you can see Cardi B and Stefon Diggs in what looks like a private hotel suite late at night, voices low, talking about things they clearly never wanted public. The energy is tense, the conversation personal, and the things they are saying have people connecting dots to bigger stories that 50 Cent has been teasing in his documentaries for months. This is not just some random leak. This feels calculated, and right now, both Cardi and Diggs are scrambling to control the damage. To understand why this leak has them in full panic mode, you have to go back to how 50 Cent operates. For the last 2 years, he has been the king of turning private footage into public weapons. Remember the Diddy series that dropped on Netflix in December 2025? 50 Cent was executive producer, and he made sure every frame hit hard. That project used hours of never-before-seen video that Diddy himself had paid to record. After Diddy's arrest, some of that material found its way into 50 Cent's hands, and the result was a 4-part series that sat at #1 for weeks. Cardi B watched that series very closely because her name had been floating around those same circles for years. She had old connections, old parties, old conversations that could easily get pulled into the spotlight. And now, with this new leak, it looks like 50 Cent has decided to zoom in on her personal life in a way nobody saw coming. The footage that dropped today is different from the Diddy stuff though. It is raw, it is recent, and it features Stefon Diggs right there beside Cardi B. Sources close to the situation are saying the video was recorded during one of those low-key nights after a big event in Miami earlier this month. You hear Cardi talking about how certain people in the industry are still trying to silence her, how she has receipts on deals and favors that could take down bigger names. Diggs is in the frame nodding along, adding his own comments about how the NFL and hip-hop worlds are more connected than people think. At one point, the conversation turns to 50 Cent himself. Cardi laughs, but it is a nervous laugh, and she says something like he thinks he knows everything, but wait till the real tapes drop. That line hits different now, because 50 Cent clearly heard it too. The next thing you see is 50 Cent's reaction in the leaked clip, a quick cut where he is in his studio watching the same footage on a monitor and just shaking his head with that signature smirk. He knows exactly what he is doing. This is not the first time Cardi B has been caught in 50 Cent's crosshairs. Back in the earlier parts of his documentary series, her former manager was the one who accidentally leaked 8 minutes of raw footage that showed Cardi reacting to questions about her past. That clip went viral 6 days ago and already had fans speculating about her connections to bigger scandals. But this new leak with Stefon Diggs takes it to another level. Diggs is not just any athlete. He is a star wide receiver, he has endorsement deals, he has a clean image that the league protects. If this footage paints him as being too deep in hip-hop drama, it could mess with his contracts, his reputation, and the way teams look at him. Right now, his camp is working overtime. Reports are coming in that Diggs has already called his agent and his publicist multiple times in the last hour. Cardi B, meanwhile, has been quiet on her main Instagram, but her close circle is saying she is furious. She posted a cryptic story with black screen and the words "they really thought they could play me" before deleting it fast. What makes this leak so explosive is the timing. Only days ago, 50 Cent was teasing more unreleased material from his bigger documentary projects. He had already dropped hints about rappers and celebrities who were about to get exposed in the next round. Remember when he posted that quick Instagram about surviving Ty and Tiny? It was deleted in seconds, but the damage was done and the internet ran with it. Now it feels like he is using the same playbook, but this time the targets are Cardi B and Stefon Diggs. The private footage shows them discussing things that sound a lot like the same allegations that have been swirling around other big names. There is talk of parties, of favors, of money moving in ways that could interest the feds. Cardi B has always been vocal about her come up and her legal battles, but she has also been careful not to name names that could bite back. In this leaked video, she gets comfortable and the words slip out. Diggs tries to calm her down at one point, but you can see in his face that he knows this could blow up. Industry insiders are already saying 50 Cent has been sitting on this footage for weeks. He waited until the perfect moment when both Cardi and Diggs were riding high. Cardi just dropped new music. Diggs is fresh off a strong season, and their rumored relationship has been the talk of every timeline. The leak forces them to address it publicly or stay silent and let the rumors grow. Either way, 50 Cent wins because the conversation stays on him. This is classic 50 Cent media manipulation. He does not need to drop a full documentary right now. A 30-second clip is enough to send everyone into panic mode and keep the views rolling on his pages. The original post that carried the leak got over 200,000 views before it was taken down. That number is climbing every minute as people share the recovered version. Let us talk about what is actually in the footage that has them so worried. The video is shot on a phone, low light, but clear enough that you can read the body language. Cardi is pacing a little, drink in hand, and she brings up old managers, old contracts, and how some people still owe her for keeping quiet about certain things. Stefon Diggs leans in and mentions how athletes get pulled into these circles because the money and the parties are hard to resist. He says something about protecting your brand, but the streets don't forget. That line is being clipped and memed already because it sounds like he is admitting the relationship with Cardi comes with baggage. Then the conversation shifts to 50 Cent's documentary again. Cardi says she heard he has more tapes that could connect her to situations she left behind years ago. Diggs laughs nervously and tells her to chill, but you can tell the mood changes. Seconds later, the clip cuts to 50 Cent watching it and simply saying they talk too much when the cameras are off. This is the part that has fans going crazy. 50 Cent did not just leak random footage. He leaked footage that shows them reacting to the idea of him leaking footage. It is layers deep and it feels personal. Cardi B has been in the game long enough to know how these things work. She has clapped back at 50 Cent before on social media, but this time the stakes feel higher because Stefon Diggs is involved. Their relationship has been the subject of rumors for months. Some say it started after a game in New York, others say it goes deeper. Either way, the leaked video puts their private moments on display and forces them to explain things they probably wanted to keep quiet. Diggs has never been one to chase the spotlight outside of football. He keeps his personal life low-key. Now he is trending for all the wrong reasons, and his team is already reaching out to damage control experts. The panic is spreading fast. Cardi B's former manager, the same one who leaked the earlier 8-minute clip, is being tagged in every comment section. People are asking if this new footage came from the same source, or if 50 Cent has an even bigger network feeding him material. Meanwhile, Stefon Diggs has not posted anything yet, but his last tweet from yesterday suddenly looks suspicious. It was a simple stay focused with a football emoji. Now fans are reading between the lines wondering if he knew this was coming. Sources inside the NFL are saying the league office has already been notified because any hint of off-field drama that involves legal or criminal angles can affect player status. Cardi B, on the other hand, has legal teams on speed dial from past battles. She knows one wrong statement can turn this into a bigger story that drags her back into courtrooms she thought she left behind. What makes this situation even hotter is how it connects to everything else 50 Cent has been doing lately. The Diddy documentary set the template. Then came the tie tease that had the whole Atlanta camp on edge. Now it feels like Cardi B and Stefon Diggs are the next names on the list. 50 Cent has been quiet on his main pages since the leak, but his stories keep showing memes and old clips that point directly at them. One story had a screenshot of Cardi's old tweet about keeping secrets, and another had Diggs' stats next to a question mark. The message is clear, he is not done. This leak is just the beginning, and more footage could drop any minute. That is why both of them are panicking. They do not know what else he has, how much he has, or when he will release it. Let us be real for a second. Hip-hop and celebrity culture has changed. Diss tracks used to be the weapon of choice. Now it is footage. 50 Cent figured that out years ago with Power and his movie projects, but he took it to another level with these documentaries. He does not need to rap about you. He just needs to show the world what you said when you thought nobody was watching. Cardi B built her brand on being raw and honest, but even she has limits. Stefon Diggs built his on being professional and focused, but this leak pulls him into the messy side of the game. Their panic is understandable. One wrong move and the narrative shifts from music and football to scandals and investigations. The feds have been watching the industry closely after the Diddy case. Any new footage that mentions money, parties, or favors can get attention from people who do not care about rap beefs. Right now, the internet is doing what it does best. Clips are being slowed down, zoomed in, and analyzed frame by frame. Some people are defending Cardi and Diggs, saying 50 Cent is just stirring drama for views. Others are saying this is karma for past comments they made about other artists. The comment sections under every repost are filled with 50 Cent won again and Cardi better lawyer up. Even academics jumped in on stream earlier saying he saw the footage and it looks bad for both of them. That is another layer, because academics and 50 Cent have their own history, but right now he is just adding fuel. The whole situation is moving so fast that new updates are dropping every few minutes. Cardi's team has supposedly sent a cease and desist, but 50 Cent has not responded. Diggs' agent is said to be in talks with sponsors to see if any deals are at risk. This leak also raises bigger questions about privacy in the age of 50 Cent. How many other celebrities have private conversations sitting in his archives? How many athletes, singers, and influencers are waiting for their turn on the chopping block? 50 Cent has built an empire on knowing more than he says. He teases, he deletes, he lets the internet run with it, and then he drops the real thing when the moment is right. The surviving Ty and Tiny post was a perfect example. It was up for seconds, but the conversation lasted weeks. This Cardi B and Stefon Diggs footage feels like the same strategy, but on a more personal level. It is not about a whole documentary dropping tomorrow. It is about making them sweat today and keeping everyone watching his next move. Cardi B has always been a fighter. She came from nothing and turned her life into a brand that millions follow. But this kind of leak hits different because it involves someone she cares about. Stefon Diggs is not from the same world. He is used to game film and playbook leaks, not personal video leaks that can end careers. Their relationship was already under the microscope, and now it is under a spotlight that 50 Cent controls. The panic is real, and it is visible in every deleted post, every private story, and every call being made behind the scenes. 50 Cent knows the power of silence too. He has not said a single word directly since the leak, but his actions are louder than any caption. The footage is out there, and the damage is already done. As this story develops, one thing is clear. 50 Cent is playing chess while everyone else is still figuring out the rules. He leaked just enough to cause chaos, but not enough to give them a full defense. Cardi B and Stefon Diggs are left reacting instead of controlling the narrative. That is the genius of his method. The private footage shows them at their most vulnerable, and now the whole world gets to judge. Will they clap back together? Will they go silent and hope it fades? Or will more leaks follow that force them to address everything on camera? Nobody knows yet, but the panic is real and the clock is ticking. The hip-hop world has seen a lot of beefs, but this one feels new because it mixes music, sports, and raw private moments in a way that nobody can ignore. Cardi B's fans are rallying around her, saying she has been through worse. Diggs fans are defending his character, saying football comes first. But the middle ground is where the real conversation is happening. People are asking if 50 Cent has gone too far, or if he is just exposing what was already there. The leaked footage does not lie. The words were said, the camera was rolling, and now the consequences are here. Stefon Diggs and Cardi B are learning the hard way that in 2026, the cameras never really stop, and 50 Cent knows exactly how to use them. This situation is moving fast, and there is no sign it is slowing down. More reactions are coming in every hour. Some artists are siding with 50 Cent, saying it is about accountability. Others are calling it messy and unnecessary. Either way, the views keep climbing and the drama keeps building. 50 Cent has once again put himself at the center of the culture without dropping a song or a full project. He just leaked private footage and the entire industry is watching. Cardi B and Stefon Diggs are panicking for good reason because they know he has more. The question now is what happens next? Will they confront him directly? Will they try to get ahead of the story with their own video? Or will they wait and see what else drops? One thing is certain, this leak is not the end. It is only the latest chapter in 50 Cent's playbook, and the pages keep turning. If you are just tuning in, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell, because updates on this Cardi B and Stefon Diggs situation are dropping constantly. 50 Cent has the footage, the power, and the patience to keep this going for weeks. Cardi and Diggs are in damage control mode, and the rest of us are just along for the ride. The private footage is out and the panic is real. Stay locked in because the next leak could change everything. This is the kind of drama that defines the culture right now, and 50 Cent is writing the script one deleted post at a time. The ball is in Cardi and Diggs' court, but 50 Cent still controls the game. What a time to be watching hip-hop unfold in real time.